continue to move that off to the northeast in this area here. So the Benton area, 614, Williamsburg, 623, Center Point, 626.
In this episode, we continue west, having to make a detour around an area of tornado warnings and ended up having to stop in Waterloo, Iowa. Though we did our best to detour around the area of tornado warnings, the more we drove north and west, the worse the weather got. We made it to the KOA in Waterloo to be rushed inside and discover that we were under a tornado watch. We had driven into the bullseye of the storm. The KOA office became a storm shelter for not only us, but for fellow RVers that were staying there at the park, as we closely monitored this storm's progress and its intensity. For about 30 minutes, it was quite scary. But finally, the storm gave way and we were able to make it to our place for the night. Later that evening, one of the local news stations reported the tracking map of all the tornadoes in the area. Look where Waterloo is at.
The next morning, we were pleasantly surprised with this beautiful weather and this nice KOA, which was our storm shelter last night. We hopped into our Jeep and decided that this would be a great time for us to take advantage of this beautiful sunny day. So we took the scenic route to the Field of Dreams. And as we approach the entrance, excitement hits us, as this has been a dream of ours.
If you build it, he will come.
Here's a fun fact. During the filming of Field of Dreams, a season-long drought led to the need for some cosmetic touch-ups. The dying grass was coated with some green vegetable dye and latex turf paint. I'm telling John that he needs to run these bases. What do you think, honey?
I think I need that exercise.
Okay, so he's gonna do it. Go ahead, hon. Face it! Go on, hon. There you go. There goes my veteran. Hey! Woohoo! I cannot believe he's doing this. I know I'm gonna hear it later, but it's okay. I made him run. Yay, babe! There you go. You did it. Okay. We say goodbye to the Field of Dreams. Until the next time.
We just got back from Fields of Dream, and we want to do a short video of what our feelings are. Oh, and by the way, I'm John.
And I'm Sari.
So, Sarah, what did you feel about Fields of Dream? How'd you react?
Rod, I felt like the whole field embraced us. It just gave me that nostalgic kind of feel, going back to the 1980s when I used to go to the Shea Stadium to go watch the Mets play. And it was nice. I just wanted to come here and walk the field, see what was the whole hype about back in 1989. We weren't able to tour the house, and that was a bummer for me, but it's an excuse for us to come back again.
Yep. The Fields of Dream really brings back the history. Back in World War I, World War II, baseball became America's sport. It became America's game. And through generation from generation, it's been passed down. Whether it be from you remembering when your dad used to throw the baseball with you, or when you threw baseball with your son or your daughter. And it really brings back that time, that family time, where people can reflect and come together. Matter of fact, while we were there was two gentlemen. They didn't even know each other.
And they were so sweet.
They were so cool, and it was so neat just to watch this transpire, because what happened was they both picked up a baseball glove and a baseball and just started tossing the ball back and forth.
And they didn't even know each other. But they talked about their times. Oh, I remember when I used to play baseball here, or did this here, and they just came together. Baseball brought them together, and that's what Fields of Dream does. It really brings people together in a way that is really kind of hard to explain, but we really enjoyed it. We highly recommend it, whether it be for people of our age, old, young, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not a place that kids say, well, I'm gonna go ride some rides or anything like that. No, it's really simple.
And the history, you bring as parents, you bring your kids and you tell them about your time and how you would go play baseball with your parents or your uncle or your cousin.
Yep, baseball brings people together, and that's what it was all about back in World War I and World War II. It brought people together, and Fields of Dream's still doing that. It's bringing people together. It's really simple. There's the baseball field, there's a concession stand area, there's the gift shop, but this time of the year, what you don't find, corn. The corn field is there, but there's no corn.
No corn.
They've got to plant it. So come back around probably July, August, and you'll probably see plenty of corn.
But it was still nice. I had a wonderful time, and I'm just so glad that we were able to stop, because this was on our bucket list.
Absolutely on the bucket list, and absolutely on our list to come back, because next time we want to go early. That way there we can visit the house, and probably a little bit later in the year so we can see some corn.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see a baseball player come walking out.
Ooh,
because Ray, if you build it,
they'll come.
They'll come. And that's exactly what we did. They built it, and we came and visit, and we hope that you'll have a chance to come out and visit one day too.
And if you've been here before, or one of your family members been here, comment down below. Tell us how they felt when they came here. The next day, we were getting ready to leave out, and I was doing my safety check to make sure the lights were working on the Jeep. And guess what? We have a problem.
About 5 miles out of pulling in here the other night, we ran into that horrible storm, tornado warning and everything. Well, during that time, our brake assist light came on. that it actually shut off the brake assist in this Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. So what I'm going to do right now, right here, there it is, it keeps popping up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to reset it. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to hook this up and see if we can reset this active brake so we can get going. If you can see here on our screen, since it's a Mercedes, we're going to select European, because it's a European vehicle. And then we're going to go down, and since this is a Sprinter, most people would click on Mercedes. But since this is a Sprinter, in this particular model scanner, you actually have Mercedes Sprinter. So we're going to go OK with Mercedes Sprinter. Smart VIN. And what it's doing, it's reading the VIN off this vehicle, which that's the VIN. And we're going to click OK. And now it's loading the data from the computer on this vehicle. Now we're going to do a quick scan and see if it picks up any type of electronics. We're showing something on here scanning electronics right now. So let's wait and see what it comes up. Okay, we've read the codes and it says that the steering angle sensor has a malfunction. The signal offset is outside the permitted range. So what we're going to try to do is we are going to try to erase this to clear the error. Okay. We get F3 yes. Will be cleared. After a couple attempts, we were able to reset and we are on the road again. I wanted to add another thing about those scanners.
In 2 miles, take exit 225.
With it,
His girlfriend is speaking right now.
yeah, my girlfriend's speaking.
Yes.
Tell me where I gotta go.
Exactly.
My wife tells me where I gotta go all the time. Now I got this GPS telling me where to go. I want to take a minute, since we're at a red light, to elaborate about having one of these scanners. We use the Foxwell, whatever brand you choose to use, but I really strongly recommend you get a good one. You can buy the little cheap ones for like 30 bucks on Amazon, and they're only good for a few things. You get one that's like this, it will actually save you money. What do I mean by saving money? When you have an issue such as check engine light or a malfunction with your airbags, or what we just encountered, this is a way to reset it. This costs you a little over $100. But think about Mercedes. Every time you take your vehicle in a Mercedes, you're walking out paying them anywhere between $300, $500 to $1,000 for even the simplest of things. Just think, this has already paid for itself in a matter of one use. The use that we just used this for saved us a couple of $100. Because if we would have found a Mercedes-Benz out here in the middle of Iowa somewhere and taken it to them, and they would have said, okay, we'll reset it or we'll fix the problem, I'm walking out the door paying them $300 to $500. Save me money. And I've already used this a couple of times. So I strongly recommend get yourself a scanner. Save you money.
So I'm so happy that he was able to fix the mishap and with the Foxwell, and we're going to leave the link below. And I can tell you this, I'm not driving with Mr. Grouch. I'm still driving with Mr. Wonderful. Thank you, Jesus, for bestowing the blessings on me. Thank you.
Because of our delay, we were only able to get to Worthington, Minnesota to spend the night.
I just want to ask Mr. Wonderful, what does he think about the 335 for diesel? What do you think, hun? 335? I think this is the first time we've seen 335. Follow us next week where we go to Belvedere, South Dakota and tour an 1880 Old Town and discover the props from the movie Dances with Wolves. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. This is Sari.
This is John.
Our adventures today. We will see you down the road.